Hello and welcome to day 58 of the 100 Days Challenge. Today I didn't have too much time. Actually, I just had the chance to spend less than an hour working on this, but I wanted to do what I said yesterday, that was try to have different cameras and that you start with one camera and then you jump to a different camera. So if we open the Godot, basically I think I open one video. So if I open Godot, you can see here I have the scene where we did yesterday, where we have our player in here and the different obstacles. I didn't create the maze, so I just focus on the camera instead. And what I did is I added a new camera element here that is the top-down cam. So basically this here on the projection, instead of using the perspective, I used orthogonal. And what I do is just I have different values here, but just forget them because I set them via script. So now we have this camera that is the camera for the player and this other camera that lives here above. And then I added one script here in the main level page that if we go to the scripts, there is this level where it has different things. So I tried to make it configurable so that based on the columns and rows of this can calculate how far it should take the camera and everything. But I have three variables: the top-down camera, the first-person view camera, and the player node itself. So with that, I just, in the right, you can see that I attached the different character body, the camera, and the top-down cam. And with that, I just try to fit the image to the maze. So what it does is, based on what I said yesterday, sorry about the columns and rows plus the cell size, I calculate everything and then I just try to say it as orthogonal. I put the size, I put its origin transformation and also the rotation for it. And once this is done, I set the top-down as the current true and the first-person view as false. And I await the run countdown and switch. So this countdown, what it does is just wait the countdown seconds and it creates a timer of 1 second each time. And when this is done, since it's awaiting all of this, and the for, it's a loop that follows these asynchronous calls, then what I do is I set that through the first person view camera and instead the top down as false. And if I play it here, you can see that I start seeing from above and there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and I'm on the first person view. So my next thing would be to start actually getting some labels, also having something that it's more of a maze, but at least the main mechanic is here. Also, I want to make sure that actually the second is already configurable, so I could say that for each level it changes. So I think that I have the basic structure for the very beginning. Now I need to understand or think how I will create the mazes kind of dynamically, or if I want to be dynamically, or instead I just can create some algorithm that creates them, but then I save them manually and I have a manual list of levels so that every time is the same. I'm not sure which one will be the method I'll follow. But yeah, despite of not having too much time today, I feel okay about having this functionality. Just see that it's not a huge thing, but I like that I could understand how all the things were linked and where I could do those different actions that I did. So yeah, I think I'm making progress. Not a lot, but step by step. And that's all for today. Thank you if you watch and see you tomorrow.